Now, the call for resignation of Cabinet Secretaries Davis Chirchir in the charge of energy, I beg your pardon, Professor Ndung'u in charge of National Treasury, has elicited conversations on whether President William Ruto got it all wrong in appointing them in the first place, with a cloud of corruption record in the past hanging on their heads, now appearing as haunting the two. Well, CS Davis Chirchir was once listed in retired President Uhuru Kenyatta in a list of shame submitted to 11th Parliament. Professor Ndung'u was at the center of a scandal touching on the sale of Lyco Regency, hotel formerly known as the Grand Regency, when he served as the Central Bank of Kenya governor. NTV's Melita Oletenges investigates and tells you why.
The 17 billion oil scandal has not only unearthed the controversy surrounding the government-to-government deal, but also put on the spot the two cabinet secretaries at the helm of the ministries of Energy and Treasury.
This is the clearest indication of state capture and complete takeover by cartels. The cartels speak for the government, and the government speaks for the cartels.
Davis Chirchir, one of President William Ruto's trusted cronies, was once shown the door as Energy Cabinet Secretary by retired President Uhuru Kenyatta when he was named among the 175 in the list of shame of those facing corruption-related investigations by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, alongside other 4 CSs in the year 2015. Chirchir was succeeded by the former Energy CS Charles Keter.
I also hereby direct that all officials of the national and county governments that are adversely mentioned in this report, whether you are a cabinet secretary, principal secretary, or chief executive of a state institution, to immediately step aside pending conclusion.
But the firm and daring decision by former President Uhuru Kenyatta 8 years later does not hold water, as CS Chirchir made a return to the same docket appointed by President William Ruto and approved by Parliament with a dotted history of corrupt dealings. But Chirchir is now a man not welcomed in a region he hails from. Professor Ndung'u also has a dotted past in the public sector, the controversial sale of the Grand Regency or Lyco Regency Hotel. During the sale of the hotel, Professor Ndung'u was the governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, but there was a hue and cry on the hotel being undervalued in a government-to-government deal between Nairobi and Tripoli.
This is the time for him to also step aside as Kimunya is being kicked out so that we can have free access to the records of the central bank. That, Mr. Speaker, in this country, to stop corruption at the Treasury, Kimunya must go. To end impunity in this country, Kimunya must go.
The two cabinet secretaries' careers have been riddled with graft claims, and with the opposition demanding their sacking, President William Ruto is walking a tightrope between upholding the camaraderie with his allies or answer to Kenyans on what has been termed by political commentators as a deal gone sour in the 17 billion government-to-government deal. A recent move by Ruto's Chief of Staff, Felix Kosgei, to suspend chief executive officers in different dockets on grounds of graft claims has also raised concerns on why the president is not cracking the whip on cabinet secretaries implicated in different scandals. The directive was also extended to the Inspector General Japheth Koome to suspend 67 police officers under the EACC radar, with the order being in breach of Article 145(4) on the command of the National Police Service, which states, "But no person may give a direction to the Inspector General with respect to the investigation of any particular offence or offences, the enforcement of the law against any particular person or persons, the employment, assignment, promotion, suspension or dismissal of any member of the National Police Service." Melita Oletenges, NTV.